looking at a friend of mine's band, actually a group of friend of mine's bands, Southpaw Sonata. That's what I'm looking at today. The album is an album they put out just recently, Accepting Your Affinity. So yeah, let's jump right into this. The first thing I'm talking about is my first impression of the album. Now, my first impression of the album stemmed from the singles that they were putting out, which I believe might have been Hot Bowl of Marbles. I can't remember if Try to Be Cool was like out yet. It might have been, I think it was. But also The Boniest Person on the Tiniest Planet was another one that they had given us a sneak peek of, which was really cool. They were playing it at a live show. I think they played it not too often, but a couple times. But from those songs alone, I was pretty stoked for what the album held. A lot of times when my friends put out albums or music or anything, I'm always stoked, just because the more consistent they are with it, the more like excited I can be. Because their older stuff I love too. That's another thing, because it's like what's it called? Attachment versus just consistency, and those things are kind of like a balance, you know. If you have good songs that I can get attached to and I listen to a lot, then that's great. And then there's like the consistency part where you're constantly putting out music, and that also helps too. Yeah, you're listening to it right now. This is one of the tracks, Hot Bowl of Marbles. So yeah. Alright, so the next thing about are the lyrics. So the lyrics I decided to look up were Try to Be Cool. It's one of these tracks. I'll talk further on about that track later. But in the video. The first one starts off, I'm the problem, I'm always gray. The sense of sour pains keeps the cancer at bay. Bleached clean, still can't save me. I would like that part. The way it's sung, and like, I don't know, I guess it's like, no matter what you do, you can't really save me, you know? Like, I think it has a lot to do with like happiness, and like, you know, no matter how many friends you may have, or how well you're doing in life, or like, you know, you have a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or you're married or whatever, there's just some things that can't be like fixed, you know. And I think that goes with happiness. Like, I'm most happy when I'm busy, but even then, that stresses me out, so that in the end it wouldn't exactly make me happy. And I think happiness stems a lot from just your outlook on life, really. You know, if you have this negative outlook on life, it's going to be really hard to make you happy. You try your best to, you know, push yourself and, you know, see things in a positive light. Maybe, just maybe, but then again, you're back to that lyric, bleached clean, you know. Even with the positive outlook on life, still not happy, but that's just how I perceive it. I don't know if that's necessarily what it's about. It goes off, I've been coordinated, operationally embedded. It's something I've never laid my eyes on. Coordinated. I think they have a lot of political views, and I think it has a lot to do with how, like, you know, the government kind of made everything cookie cutter for everybody, and none of us really had anything to do with that. And so we've lived our lives kind of thinking, you know, life's supposed to be this way, when really in reality, because of a lot of things that have happened in the last 10 years, you know, that was deemed untrue. And for some people that's a great thing, and it's like a beautiful, like, freeing feeling. For other people it's kind of like, well, I've set my whole life around this idea. How is that not, I like, what did you do? Why did you tell me that? So that's just how I think of that. Like people who buy houses and things and have kids and stuff, and like get married, and then they tell you, you know, you don't have to do that. You know, you could have just lived your life. You would have still have been happy, if not happier. freak people out when you tell them that things like that. And then it goes on to, can't faze me with a shallow compliment. I don't like to be the subject. Bleached clean still can't save me. I don't know if you've ever gotten a shallow compliment, but they're not really like, and sometimes they can even feel condescending if they're said by someone who doesn't actually mean it. Like, it's one thing to just say it just because you know, it's something to say, or it's like, you know, it goes along with what's going on. It's another thing to say it and not mean it, because you could tell. If someone says something, a shallow compliment in a condescending tone, oh my god. Just want to run through traffic. Operationally embedded. Yeah, it's kind of like that thing. Have you ever seen that tattoo or that picture with some people with their like barcodes on their neck? That reminds me of that lyric. And then it goes on to say, you cannot save me from things that don't faze me. The vibe from the next room has been leaking in. If I lose all blood accidentally, is it still a sin? Your energy is the best way to kill me. I've been having a hard time trying to figure out these lyrics. You cannot save me from things that don't faze me. Because things that don't faze you kind of just go over your head. So you can't save me from things that go over my head. I guess you can't really make me pay attention to things I don't care about. That's kind of what I would take it. Which is interesting. I don't know, I relate to a lot of lyrics that they write. I'm getting messages. Fuck off. I can put it on to this. Who else? I guess that's pretty much it with lyrics. So the next thing about are the band similarities. Now, if you've ever heard Southpaw Sonata, you know they don't really pinpoint, like, they have their genre as, like, what type of music they play as experimental, and I hear that completely, because they do have a lot of their own sound, and they make me think of Dance Gavin Dance. When I first heard them, that's immediately who I thought of. It's very math rocky, and it's progressive, and all these things, you know. But I hear a lot of the influences that each of the members, you know, get from, and it really shines in their music. You know, it's like a potluck of music, and it's really cool and it's really refreshing, to be honest. Because I mean, I like when we stick to the norm. If you can do it well, if you can stick to the norm and do it well, by all means, go for it. But 9 out of 10 times, when people stick to just a cookie cutter, you know, genre bass or sound, it doesn't sound original, and it makes them kind of fall into a category that isn't their own, and it's really sucky, because that's how artists go unknown. That's how artists, you know, get slept on. That's how artists, you know, don't really prevail per se, just because they didn't really, you know, play outside the box, and it is kind of scary. It is kind of scary, you know, if you're gonna go that route. You know, I'm gonna put on sound, I'm gonna play how I want to play and things. You know, I don't care if I'm shitty, I don't care if I'm this or that, because, you know, it comes with a lot of criticism, to be honest. But it's really ballsy, and it's the path that will take you farther, to be honest. I mean, it makes you who you are. And I really wish, you know, I wish I could, you know, tell my artists to do that, but to be honest, it's not really my place, because music is a form of art. Oh my god, you get stuff. It's a form of art, and, you know, it's a way to express yourself. So some people just express themselves in a way that may not be, you know, gregarious or anything, and it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, you play good music, you play well, you express yourself, stick to it, you know, do what you gotta do. But, I don't know, if you're trying to make a statement, or, you know, you're trying to stand out, you really gotta push the envelope and break out of your comfort zone when it comes to things like that. So yeah, what I'm talking about is my favorite song. My favorite song of this album is "Try to Be Cool." I love that song. I'm gonna play it quick. This song, I love this song mostly because of that bleach clean part. I don't know why. There's a lot of good tracks off this album. Like Hop All the Marbles is really good, and Accepting, or no, I think it was either Spook Town or The Poniest, but honestly, this whole album's really good. So, but yeah, this song in particular, I like. Alright. Most of the lyrics, for sure. And it's really fast paced. I really like that. And there's even a music video out for it, which is really cool too. But yeah. I guess if I had anything else to say about it, it would probably be, honestly, the reason it's my favorite song is probably mostly because of the lyrics. I relate to the lyrics a lot, and I don't know, dude, I just love this song. But yeah, alright, so the last thing we're talking about are the singing and screaming styles. Now, if you know this band, you know they scream. So, yeah, we'll jump right into this. The singing. How do I wrap my head around how to describe the singing? It's definitely punky. I guess. Oh my god. Fucking messenger. I'm in a group chat and they keep messaging me. Love you guys, but y'all need to leave it for alone. But it's like there's a lot of chants. There's a couple of chants involved in their singing, which I'm down for a good chant or two. So there's that. And plus, when you hear it live, you can't help but chant, and that's always fun. They're a really fun band to see live. I'm trying to think. Screaming styles. It's not like heavy screams or anything. It's like screaming. It's more like yelling than like metal screaming or anything. Not like death metal or anything. It's not like screamo per se. It's just yelling. It sounds like a call for help sometimes. When I hear them scream, just like, you're okay. Like it's very passionate yelling. That's how I would describe it. Singing wise, there's one time I saw them live. I didn't see them live, but I saw their live performance. And Jake and fucking Taylor were like singing in unison, and it was Taylor's vocals were really rough. They were really rough and raspy. And then you had like Jake's, who was like clean and kind of gospel like. Trying to pinpoint. I forgot who exactly he sings like, but aside from that, it was really cool because Taylor would sing rough and then like Jake would reiterate with clean, and it just sounded really cool. And then there was part where like they did it at the same time. And, like I don't think they meant to, maybe they did, but it just sounded really cool. It sounded really cool and it sounded really good. And every time I watched that video, I'm just like, skirt. Oof, prime music right there. But yeah. Alright guys, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. If you have any other suggestions for movies, music, games alike, leave in the comment section. We'll check them out. And to rate this album, probably give it a 4. Give it a 4, just because they're my friends, and no, I'm just kidding. I give it a 4 because I give it a 4 because it's really good, and each track, you know, okay, it's just always good stuff. Listen to Southpaw, and it's like homegrown DGD music. I just see them doing big things and stuff, so I'm like, skirt. I was thinking about getting them a 3, just because I don't listen to the album that often, but to be honest, I listen to Try to Be Cool a lot, and have it on my thing, and Hot Boiled Malboro I listen to a lot, and that live performance of Do kind of solidified their place in 4. So, yeah. Plus Tyson showed me a lot of his music. He's got some cool music, and I really would encourage him to continue, because they're doing really good right now. And House is a good one too. Spooktown, yeah, it's a 4. They have all their songs are great off this album, and they put a lot of work into their stuff, and I just really like them. I liked them the first time I heard them. They have so much potential. It's crazy. I'm excited. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Subscribe if you like, and I'll see you next time. Peace.